Sons on the next Oprah.
Take my hand, baby, 'cause it's cold outside. And this world keeps changing right before our eyes. But I know one thing always stays the same. We all need somebody to call our name. I don't know if this is a love song. Maybe I've been singing it all along, trying to get my message through to you. Trying to get it through to you. Just as sure as the sun shines above us, there is something out there that loves us, waiting patiently for us to see. Love begins at home with a family.
Sunday Dinner, sponsored by Post Fruit and Fiber Cereal. Why would you want your fiber any other way?
Your high-fiber cereal,
Tastes like a high-fiber cereal.
but my high-fiber cereal is different.
Why? Because it comes in a big red box?
No, because it's delicious.
Really?
It's the only one with this delicious combination of raisins, dates, nuts, and crunchy clusters.
Keeps sounding better and better.
And crispy high-fiber bran flakes.
That makes it perfect.
That makes it fruit and fiber.
That makes Fruit and Fiber my high-fiber cereal.
Post Fruit and Fiber Cereal.
Delicious.
Why would you want your fiber any other way?
Why do we have to move?
Your father lost his job. They closed the plant.
Why?
A lot of people are buying clothes made in other countries, not ours.
Why are they buying that other stuff?
I don't know, honey. I don't know.
Buy American and Americans work.
We can't win if you can't stop Ricky Henderson.
When something on your mind,
This could get ugly.
or something you eat,
Look at that jump.
gives you acid indigestion, it's time for extra strength Rolaids. Fast, 1,000 milligrams strong. Now that spells relief.
Rachel? Martha? Where is everybody?
Here, Mom. Aunt Martha's out shopping. Ken and Diane aren't here yet. You just got here and you look impatient already.
Rachel, please, I did not come all the way up to Great Neck to be badgered by a 12-year-old. Did we hug?
You sure you have the time?
Oh. You're gorgeous. If only one of us could be beautiful, I'm glad it's you.
You don't mean that.
I know. I need one of your neck rubs. How was your week?
Fine. Mother, how long am I going to live out here with Grandpa?
Well, just until I finish my dissertation. You know that.
I hate microbiology. Why does it have to take so long?
Because it isn't easy to learn the effects of hibernation on host bacterial infections in the large intestine of the leopard frog.
I'm sorry I asked.
Hi, Vicki.
Hi.
Hi, Rachel. Well, I'm out of there. I took his indifference. I took his arrogance. I took that little sneer on his face when he was finding fault, which was all the time. I took the blackheads he refused to do anything about. Big blackheads. But Diana Benedict won't take treachery and infidelity. And certainly not in her own bathtub. Is Pop here?
Not yet.
Oh, good. It'll be a nice surprise. I'm moving in for a couple of weeks. Rachel, you get prettier every day. Could you get me a couple of aspirin?
Sure.
Where's the bird?
The bird is his. The cage is mine. As far as I'm concerned, he can spend the rest of his life chasing his bird around the living room. Pop was sure eager to get us together today.
Yeah, how did he seem to you on the phone?
Up, enthusiastic, happy.
Yeah, with me too. I just hope he's all right.
He's been on vacation in Africa for 6 weeks. Why would you even ask the question?
Because I'm the one who worries about him on a deep level.
God, Vicki, why do you have such a neurotic need to be so neurotic?
Listen to Ms. Freud. Here's a woman who wanted to be a nun at 16, moves in with a 30-year-old reformed rabbi at 18, leaves him at 19. That's no way to take a pill.
I'll have to take it.
You put the aspirin in first, then you take the water.
Well, I can't do it that way.
I think it's revolting.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Is Pop here yet?
Any minute.
Ooh, what a day. What a week. I've got 4 deals cooking. Last week, nothing. I tell you, it's either feast or salmon.
Feast or famine.
Really? I just hope the old boy's in a good mood.
How much are you hitting him up for?
5 thou.
5,000?
Hey, this is a dynamite idea. Dad's gonna love this one. And don't think for a minute I'm gonna tell you what it is, because I'm not. Maybe I'll tell you, Rachel.
Am I lucky or what?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Marty.
I could use some help here.
Well, here we come. Excuse me.
Well, the supermarket was jammed, but the church was practically empty. What does that tell you?
Here it comes, Aunt Martha's Sunday sermon.
What would you know about Sunday sermons? You haven't heard one in 25 years.
Oh, Martha, you know I don't believe in that stuff. That doesn't make me a bad person.
Ah.
And you still love me.
Well, I must. I pray the most for you. Why do you pray so hard for Vicky? I've got a lot more problems than she does.
What do you need prayers for? You stopped going to Murray the Mystic?
Ages ago, and you know it.
Flip was raping me.
Come on, guys, no food fight. You
I can't wait for you to meet my family. You've never met more mature, grown-up, terrific people. What's taking you so long? I miss your face.
I don't like my hair. Ben, what if your kids hate me?
No way. As soon as the surprise is over, they're going to love you.
Oh, I hope so. Well, what do you think?
Well,
Oh, damn.
what's the matter?
My lipstick, I forgot to blot.
You're nervous about tonight, aren't you?
Oh, and I suppose you're not?
Oh, more excited than anything.
Oh, Ben. Who do you thank when you're feeling grateful?
Depends. Grateful for what?
Oh, how about for just feeling good? I mean, who do you thank when your whole body feels at peace inside?
Well, you can thank me. That is, if you're grateful for the same reason I am. I love that skirt.
You do?
Yeah, you look great. Fabulous. Just fantastic. But I love you in pleats. You look great in pleats. How about that green skirt?
The long one.
Oh, is it long?
Ben. This is the skirt that I was wearing the night that you met me.
Oh, that's right. I loved it then. And I love it now. It's just that I haven't seen you for 6 months.
And 6 months ago, I could do no wrong in it. I was one of a kind, you said. But tonight, I'm meeting your family, so it's grow up, TT, blend in with the wallpaper, TT.
Come on, baby. It's not that.
Baby? You've never called me baby before. Ben, does my age happen to be on your mind tonight?
Absolutely not.
Well, nobody calls anyone baby anymore.
Oh, and I suppose that wasn't a reference to age. And tell me you never think about it.
The truth?
Yeah, the truth.
Only when I think... I don't want to be here a long time without you. And then I think so. There's 26 years between us. I figure we've got 50 years here together.
I'll be 106.
And then I think we have all of eternity.
Eternity again.
Oh, yes, eternity. You think the creator of all of this, and the miracle called you, the one called me, this earth, this moment, that eyelash on your nose. If you think she doesn't have plans for us after this, then you are crazy. Time.
Time?
Oh, your terrific family's waiting.
Oh, right. All right. You got the address. I'll meet you there, 6 o'clock sharp.
Okay. Don't forget to give me the right build-up.
I won't.
Make sure they know we've been together 6 months.
Right.
So this is not a fly-by-night affair.
Right.
And you love me. They have to know that upside down, inside out, you are crazy about me.
You really are nervous about tonight, aren't you?
Oh, and Macho Man isn't?
Well, come on. They're my kids. All they want is my happiness. You know? It'll be fine. Just fine.
Piece of cake, huh?
Piece of cake.
Well, how about the skirt?
Change it. Please.
Chief, you got a minute? Oh, this wonderful man you sent me. I love him so much. And he's got this terrific family that he loves so much. Well, I know I'm really gonna love them, and oh, maybe someday, please, they'll even love me. But right now, I am scared to death. And that's not all. See, there's a lot he doesn't know about me yet. Like he doesn't know that I talked to you, and he's not ready to hear it either. But someday he will. Now, I know that I shouldn't ask you to make his kids love me, so I won't. But I can pray to be a real lovable person. Lovable person whose lovableness they're just bound to discover for themselves. And since I don't have a lot of time, make it sooner rather than later, will ya? Thanks. Oh, I feel better already. And thanks. Thanks for bringing me to this moment.
Okay, now, kids, there's something important that I've got to tell you.
Dad, you're back just in time because I've come upon this incredible business opportunity that I just need to...
wonderful,
talk to
Kenneth,
you
but we'll
about.
talk...
Kenneth,
No,
the man
wait.
just got back from
I
Africa.
really do
He doesn't want to discuss business now. Daddy, guess what?
What?
I'm moving in for a few weeks. Would it be too much trouble to have my room painted a nice earth tone?
We'll talk about that later, darling, but first...
Grandpa, this is neat. This is really, really neat. What do they use this for?
They dance with those at tribal rituals, sweetheart. Why don't you go show Aunt Marty? Okay.
Dad,
What, darling?
speaking of dark, primitive things, I've reached an interesting point in my therapy.
Well, that's wonderful.
My psychiatrist thinks you and I should talk about when I had to have my tonsils out. And you said you were taking me to the circus?
Get in. Can we please eat? It's almost 6 o'clock already.
6 o'clock already? Come, kids.
Oh,
I really...
look at my poor Jell-O mold. The kiwis are sinking.
All right, come on. Let's sit down at the table, and maybe I'll have a chance to talk.
Dad, you know, my business opportunity has a circus-like aspect to it.
Your whole life has a circus-like aspect to it. So, Dad, we're holding our breath. What's keeping you? Come on.
Or something?
What I wanted to say... let's see.
Ben, I
6
can't
months-
believe it. You're actually saying grace. Africa was good for you.
I was not saying grace, Marty. I'm not saying...
So, Dad, what is it?
Hello. Is Mr. Benedict here?
Yes, but he's praying right now.
Come in. Come in.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, hello.
She must be a friend of Kenneth.
A consommé devoutly to be wished.
Well,
I'm Titi Fagori.
Fagori. That's right. She spoke at my school. I thought I knew her.
Well, let's go, everybody. My dinner won't wait.
Miss Fagori, why don't you join us?
Do something, or I'll lose my kiwis.
We'll set a place for you right over here.
Starving, Dad. You carved the turkey.
I think you're in the wrong
Very
seat there.
Okay, you can continue with grace.
In a moment, Martha. So you spoke at Rachel's school. What about?
The environment. She was terrific.
I was asking, Titi?
Oh, it's short for Thelma Todd.
Thelma Todd. She was a movie star in the 30s.
Look, why don't I say grace?
Wait. What do you say about the environment, Miss Fagori?
I talk about toxic waste and pollution, global warming, recycling, saving energy.
God.
You speak about God?
In a public school?
My mother's a scientist. They're like atheists.
Really? Well, I can understand why some of the kids think they hear the word, but I don't really say it. See, I talk about extending love thy neighbor to include animals, plants, stuff like that. I say like the natural world is the largest sacred community to which we all belong.
What's she saying?
She just turned left at Pluto.
What I mean is, Thank you.
You're welcome.
I talk about cosmic piety because the same atoms that form the galaxies are in all of us. And it's the universe that carries the deep mysteries of our existence within itself. So you can see how all that sounds pretty spiritual. Because our relationship to nature is pretty spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
So, when the kids hear me say these things, some of them think they hear the word God, but they don't. I don't actually mention it. It's interesting, huh?
Look, I don't understand how you can talk about creation without mentioning the Creator.
Me too. I'd like to hear more about it, T.T. Are you free at all sometime this weekend to discuss it? Friday, Saturday, something like
Kenneth,
that?
slow down. Dad, when you came in here, you had something on your mind. What is it?
Diana.
Well, he said he had something to tell us.
Diana, when are you going to grow up? What do you think he's going to tell us?
I don't know. He said it was something important.
Miss Vigori, how did you and Dad like Africa?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Are you ready?
This is what I was trying to tell you. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Show them. We're not married. We are not married. Just engaged.
Just engaged.
Well,
There goes Saturday night.
we are engaged tonight.
And you know what's nice about these sandwiches? Creative Cooking Club. There's no cholesterol. Even in the mayonnaise.
Oh, then you'll just love new Kraft-free non-fat mayo dressing. It's not just cholesterol-free, it's fat-free, too.
And this isn't?
Excuse me, Henrietta. Does this look fat-free to you?
What?
Your Hillman's cholesterol-free has a brownie's worth of fat in every tablespoonful.
Now, why would I put that much fat on my sandwich?
I asked you first. Only new Kraft-free is fat-free.
In over half the homes in America, people come home to Kenmore appliances. And right now, the country's most popular brand of appliance is on sale this week at Sears Brand Central. So run over for our lowest price ever on America's largest usable capacity heavy-duty washer. And save on the matching Kenmore dryer, too. On sale now, only at Sears Brand Central.
The first time I switched pain relievers, it was from aspirin to Tylenol. Then recently, I switched again, from Tylenol acetaminophen to Advil. You see, I got these really pounding headaches, and I found Tylenol didn't always get rid of all the pain. So I tried Advil and found that for my really tough headaches, 2 Advil worked better than 2 extra-strength Tylenol tablets, better than extra-strength Tylenol caplets, better than Tylenol gel caps. For my tough headaches, Advil just works better. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
Remember the first episode of All in the Family?
You married the laziest white man I ever seen.
Now you can enjoy it again. All in the Family Classics, coming up next. Look who's busting up the men's club.
Blake Boger. Never heard of no Peaky around the world. She's making it up.
And taking wood to the cleaners on Evening Shade. Then,
the connection between a general and his staff secretary has to be almost psychic.
will the Major pass his job review?
Quick! What am I thinking?
Major Dad after Evening Shade Monday.
Wonder if your children are taking drugs? Find out. Be honest with them. Children are our greatest natural resource. They need you, and we need them.
It's ridiculous. A 56-year-old man engaged to what? A 28-year-old girl?
Woman, I'm 30.
You hear that? She's 30.
That's my age. How could you want her when you have me?
Diana, what are you saying?
What? What? What am I saying? Father,
Killer, may I please be excused? I think my head is about to explode.
Well, me too.
Don't leave the house. Remember, we're a family. We talk these things through. What about you, Kenneth? You got anything to say?
Hey, Dad. I'm a guy, too. We all have the same urges. I mean, I'm all for this thing.
Some sense of humor. That's the saving grace of this family, right, Marty?
Sure, Ben.
Sure, Ben. See what I mean? Some sense of humor.
Sure, Ben.
Father, we've been talking.
Father? I really am in trouble, aren't I?
Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with B, and that stands for bimbo.
In a body, there are lots of cells, Father. And cells that are alike tend to clump together because they work best that way. Now, when a new cell that isn't alike comes in, the old wonderful cells that were working so nicely together can either reject it, simply, cleanly, or they and everything around them can get really, really sick. This is science, Dad. It's the way the body and the world works.
Sometimes I'm really sorry I put you through college.
Dad, I've got to talk to you. There's someone coming over. This is a big deal, Pop. It's a really big deal.
What?
You know how major wrestling is now? I mean, it's major. It's the biggest thing on TV.
Not now, Kenneth. We're in the middle of a family crisis here.
Family crisis? The old man's having a fling and you call that a crisis? Sorry, Dad. I didn't mean that how it sounded. Now listen, Dad. I've studied wrestling from Gorgeous George to Pretty Boy Danziger, and I'm so excited because you know the ones who made the most money? Right, the ones with a gimmick. Well, I've got a wrestler, and we've got a gimmick that'll stand the world of wrestling right on its rear.
Kenneth, I really do want to hear this. You hold that thought, son. Hold it. Hey, there you are. Where did you go?
You think I was going to stand here like a calf waiting to be slaughtered? I took a walk outside, peeked in the windows, thought maybe I'd catch a glimpse of them strangling you.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. I mean, these things happen. Are you upset?
Upset? Why would I be upset? I mean, you brought me here to destroy 2 daughters and wreck a household, didn't you? Well, mission accomplished. Boy, I do feel terrific.
Okay. Maybe I should have told them earlier, but if this had to be their reaction, maybe it's better I did it now.
Is that so? Why?
Well, for one thing, look at us. We're stronger now. We're closer. We can weather anything now.
Well, it must be my immaturity, but I thought that we could weather anything from the moment you said you loved me. That was months ago.
What are you, T.T., an enemy of time?
You're in trouble, aren't you?
What do you mean, trouble?
You're not in control, so you don't know which end is up.
Are you trying to tell me that I'm controlling?
Oh, imagine that, huh? He keeps the woman he loves a secret for 6 months, and then he decides on his timetable when she comes out of the closet. Scares his kids up the wazoo, terrifies her. But then because the worst is over for him, he wants everyone to adjust, just like that. But is he controlling? Nah.
Why do you insist on coming out right all the time? Not that you are, mind you, because you're not. It's just the sound of being right that I hate.
Dad, this wrestler I told you about is going to be here any
We're
second.
right in the middle of something.
I can see that. This is really important. Killer has got this incredible bass voice, like Caruso.
Caruso was a tenor, and what the hell does singing got to do with wrestling?
That's the gimmick. You see, this big wrestler with this big voice comes into the ring before the match with all these attendants. And they're checking the temperature in the ring, and they're spraying the golden throat. You see, they're protecting this golden voice.
What's going on here?
Don't kill this, Diana. You kill this, I'll kill you. Now you're listening to me, Pop.
I'm listening.
The match starts. And through the whole thing, Killer Caruso is trying to get real close to the opponent's ear. Killer gets close, but not close enough. Gets close again, gets tossed away. And then, when the moment is right, at the height of the match, Killer Caruso gets right on top of the poor Slav's ear and then lets go. That's the note, the secret weapon, the gimmick. It affects the other guy's nervous system, and he goes down, out, black, done, gone, it's over. They can't get off the mat. Is that something? Pop, I know a guy who can get me a license to manage for $5,000.
I do not believe
is what I would like to know. I left you guys 6 weeks ago, 3 strong, mature, perfectly grown-up people.
Who's he talking about?
Talking about you. You, all of you. What the hell did I do anyway? 6 months ago, I'm living my life. Things are great. My business is good. I'm trying to keep an even keel with my kids. And believe me, with you guys, that was never easy. After 4 years of living alone, I finally meet someone. I fall in love. Now, I'm sorry if I hurt you guys. I never woke up any morning of my life with the intention of hurting you. But I have gotten up a lot of mornings of my life wondering where my happiness was going to come from. Now I found it. Believe me, after a while, you're going to love TT, just the way I do.
Well, maybe not just the way you do.
But, Ben, you can't force these things.
Bet you can't.
So don't try.
It's going to take time.
That's right, time. Time to get to know one another. Do you remember, until you guys got out of high school, we always had those wonderful Sunday dinners.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Wait, I know what you're thinking, but there's no answer.
Time together is what we need. Time together is what we're going to have.
I'll get
You
it.
hear me, kids? Come on now. Sunday dinner every Sunday, 5 o'clock sharp. That's the way it's going to be. Yes, it is. Why not?
Ready, everybody? Presenting Killer Caruso.
Tastes too good.
Tastes too good to be, but it's not.
Tastes too good to be, you know.
Tastes too good to be, you know what?
I don't believe it.
Tastes too good to be, but it's true. Tastes too good to be good for you.
Nah.
Much too good to be. Leave it to Louis Rich to be.
No way.
Way too good to be so fat-free.
Louis Rich oven roasted turkey breast.
Tastes too good to be 97% fat-free.
Tastes too good.
Finally, the salt taste you crave with 85% less sodium.
Papa, Papa.
Mrs. Dash presents Papa Dash. Light salt blend. 100% pure salt taste.
Papa, Papa Dash.
85% less sodium. Zero aftertaste.
Papa, Papa. Papa Dash.
Finally, the salt taste you crave with 85% less sodium.
Papa, Papa. Papa Dash.
Also, try Salt Lovers Blend. 60% less sodium.
Tuesday, a child drowns.
There was no pulse, there was no breathing, absolutely nothing whatsoever.
From beyond the brink of death, an astounding rescue 911.
Get ready for more Norman Lear next on All in the Family Classics. Then stay right where you are for Broadway's biggest night, the 45th Annual Tony Awards, tonight on CBS.
This is CBS.
Meet Charles J. Givens, author of the all-time best-selling financial book,